We're live.
Okay.
Hey, works for me.
All right.
Welcome to what show is this?
Episode 182.
100 and really is it 82?
Yeah.
I'll go with that. 182 of the Crafty Boys here in Canada, because that's where beer is.
In BC.
There's no beer anywhere else.
Yes.
What is the beer, Alan? Because you chose this beer because you have been talking about it for months, and
well, I don't know if I've been talking
show it
about
off
it for months, but anyway, so I had an opportunity to try a beer at a restaurant recently. It was called the Galactic Space Dragon from Odin Brewing. Now, we're not doing that one tonight. We're going to save that one for another night. But Odin Brewing also has a Super Galactic Space Dragon, which is a double India Pale Ale.
Super Galactic Space Dragon.
We do have that. And we're going to be doing this one today.
In the universe. Burn. Something.
That's right. Now, and the reason for the delay in us doing this is because Shane wasn't able to get it in his neck of the woods. So actually, I bought two of them over here in Victoria. And then this past weekend, I went over to Vancouver to visit Shane, and he has my other one there. So
my favorite thing is that it's like, it's like, oh, hey, Alan, how's it going? Didn't know you were coming over. Yeah, here's the beer. See you later. Turned around and left.
Interestingly enough, I was on one of the websites like Untapped or whatever it is, and there was a guy on there who posted just a couple of days ago saying that he drank this that he got at Legacy.
Well,
so there's that. Okay, so let's get into this.
You pop that sucker open. I'm going over to Legacy. I want to see. Do they have it? Is it in stock? No. What, really?
All right, I'm pouring.
There's Dragon Space.
So this
Dragon.
is again the full IPA. It comes in at a hefty
68 on the International Beer Unit scale.
Is it?
Oh my God.
There's actually no IBU rating on this.
It's not on the can, it's on the website. Oh no, wait.
That's the regular
Galactic Space Dragon. You're right.
But this one comes in at 8.9%. It has tropical and juicy flavors, and it's hoppy, so it says. Now, what's interesting about this?
Look at that head. Look at that head.
Yeah. Nice aroma.
And it's not.
It's like smelling grapefruit juice.
Okay, here we go. Here's for the ASMR freaks. Wow, that's actually really.
It's really juicy. For a double IPA, it doesn't really have the hop profile.
Peanut Gallery,
expecting, but it's got a very
beer is amazing,
like fresh squeezed kind of flavor to it.
It's right here. Here you go.
So Shane, I want to point out that this is the first time we've ever done Odin Brewing on the show.
This is true.
So welcome to Odin Brewing, to our long list of breweries that we have reviewed here on the podcast. What's interesting about Odin Brewing is, although they're located in Tukwila, Washington, they actually brew a lot of their beer in Vancouver, it appears. Really? There is a company in Vancouver called Craft Collective, and they brew Odin stuff, including the Super Galactic Space Dragon, at their facilities at 1575 Vernon Drive in Vancouver. And at this place, what they do is they actually do several brands all at once. So Odin, they'll do Doan's Craft, Postmark, and then they have brewing partners, which include Faculty Brewing, Salt Spring Island Brewing, Odin Brewing, like I said, Base Camp, and a couple others. So that's kind of interesting. I've never kind of experienced a beer from that before.
No, neither have I.
What's also interesting is the Super Galactic Space Dragon is not on the Odin Brewing website. They have the regular Galactic Space Dragon IPA, but not this.
I am kind of curious why, to be honest. I think that they are obviously hiding something that they don't want the public to know.
Something sinister?
Oh, of course. What else? What else would they?
Well, it's got to be
no other reason to do it.
It has to be a front. I mean, like they're probably like running drugs, guns. It's probably like
running drugs, guns.
You know what? It's probably an ISIS.
Jeez. That escalated really fast.
No,
so so basically, Odin Brewing is really a front for international terrorism.
What I can get from the Odin Brewing website is basically the team is two guys. One guy from Washington State, one guy from BC. And the guy from BC handles their Canadian operation, and the guy in the States handles the American part of it.
I kind of want to know if the other guy's name is Tom Tuttle.
No.
Tom Tuttle, Tacoma, Washington. Have you never? That's that's a movie from a long time ago.
Right. So basically, Odin Brewing is two guys. The guy that started it is the guy from Washington State. His name is Dan Lee. He basically used all of his savings in 2009 to start the brewery and got his family to also chip in. And the Canadian connection is Wes Peterson, who graduated from the University of British Columbia with a degree in genetics, and actually did research where I work at the BC Cancer Agency.
So you've met this guy?
No, I've never met him before. Probably in Vancouver. He worked at the BC Cancer Agency doing research. And then eventually found his way to Odin Brewing, and he handles all the Canadian marketplace stuff. So that's kind of interesting. Odin Brewing has a few beers that they do year round. They have Odin's Gift, which is an amber ale, the Screaming Viking Strong Lager, and the Galactic Space Dragon India Pale Ale, which is one that we're going to be doing on a future show. They also have limited release beers, including their Lemon Drop, Thor's Equinox, and apparently this one that we're drinking tonight that isn't on their website, the Super Galactic Space Dragon.
Well, I got to give it up for the Super Galactic Space Dragon because it's really tasty and it's exactly what's advertised. Now, the thing you said earlier about the Odin Brewing, which I can't remember all of a sudden.
Which, the Craft Collective?
No, the you said something else that I had a really funny joke with, but I've lost it, so never mind. Ignore me. The one cool thing, actually, I will say about Odin Brewing is the fact that you can actually sit. Well, you can't sit, but you can go to their tasting room in a 360 bubble and kind of look around, which I'm doing right now.
What?
Yeah, if you go to the Odin Brewing location down there in Google Maps, you can actually see somebody looking very casual, like he's, I don't know, trying not to be noticed. Held up his, I'm assuming his phone or something, or some sort of 360 camera.
Maybe he's watching us.
Oh my God, I think his eyes moved. But it does look like a really cool place. I think we should go visit. Let's leave now. Let's get down there. Get across the border.
Check out I'll say this. You gave it your thumbs up. I'm giving it my thumbs up. I really like this. I like the Galactic Space Dragon. Again, we're going to be doing that soon. But this one here is really, really good. This could be like a regular for me.
It is very tasty, and I have to. I mean, the big thing is that that sometimes with double IPAs, you've got that sort of overpowering hops thing, which where it's either too bitter or it's actually it's usually the problem. It's too bitter because they do. I'd be curious to know if this is dry hopped. Probably not. But
unfortunately there's so little information about it.
Yeah, it's well, let's see, what do the reviews say of this the Super Galactic Space Dragon?
It seems to be about 4 out of 5.
Let's see, Blasphemous Maximus. What a great name, Blasphemous Maximus. Sparkly can brewed, blah blah blah. The factory contract brewing, yeah, which I've actually been by there. I haven't been inside, but I've been by there. He gives it some really nice, it had a decent head on mine. I was quite impressed. Now, this is the thing, is that this apparently was canned. Some of this beer has been canned since September of last year, which surprises me. I thought this was brand new, but
yeah, I don't think so.
Fruity, really good mouthfeel. I like it.
It's almost like drinking juice.
It is almost. Another sweetness level, or maybe a few IBUs less, and we would definitely be thinking like, I like this. This is like, I'm healthy.
Now, if you were to estimate, because there is no official IBU rating on this, if you were to estimate, what would you figure?
What the IBU rating was? Mm-hmm. I will probably go with around. It's got to be about 70.
You think?
I don't know. We could stretch to 80, but I know of some that are 80 international beer unit level beers that we've had before, and
if it's that high, it doesn't taste like it. I'm gonna pull.
No, this is what I mean.
I'm gonna pull like a 50.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll run with that, but I think it's a lot higher. But again, overall, I gotta say it's it doesn't have an aftertaste. It doesn't really have any kind of like horrible. If you had 5 of these, maybe, I don't know, but but overall, I think that it's I want to say that I'm surprised because I haven't had their beer before. I would have to have had some of their other wares to really determine whether or not it is a danger to society.
Right.
Now, you posted a story in the back channel here that apparently you can lose weight on a beer-only diet. Can you elaborate on this?
Okay, so there's this guy in the States. I only read it very, very quickly, and now I see that my computer wants to reload it here. So anyway, Lent is either coming up or is already here. So there's this guy. His name is Del Hall in the States. He has for Lent given up food for 40 days and 40 nights. And he's going to embark on a beer-only spirit quest. So that basically means for the next 40 beers, the only thing next 40 beers, the only thing he's gonna have is beer. I don't know if this is really a good idea, but anyway, so apparently, I mean, he's just started out and he's already lost 25 pounds. Like, he's halfway through it. I guess it's been 20 days in. Lost 25 pounds.
Yeah, Lent started on March 6th of this year.
Yeah. So he's halfway through, not having food in that time. I mean, that's, I guess, impressive. Or stupid. One or the other. I don't know.
I would say that, well, most likely, I suspect it's because he is
not eating.
Not eating. Yeah, exactly. He's not consuming calories that his body would process. Now, I want to know, how much beer is he drinking? Like, is he drinking like a 1 beer per meal kind of, or beer per meal time, or is he because one of the things I would say is that day 2 and 3 were pretty rough. Yeah, I would imagine so.
Okay, well, so here's a quoting from him. It doesn't say how many he drinks instead of eating, but it says day 2 and 3 were pretty rough. I wanted to bash some Taco Bell after a few beers because that's what we do. But thankfully he resisted, and now halfway into his boozy fast has dropped 25 pounds. So it sounds like he's drinking a lot of beer.
I was gonna say, it does sound like he hasn't, because I'm scanning through it and he has not mentioned the exact number, but because one of the things that I would suspect is that by the time he gets to the end of the 40 days, his liver might have a different conversation with him. I lost 50 pounds. It was great, and I need a liver transplant. I mean, I can't imagine. I mean, if you don't eat, of course you're gonna lose weight, because your body is like, well, I need energy, so let me get those fat cells cooking up. But with beer, I don't know. That's really surprising. That is really surprising.
Isn't the beer
for 40 being
like,
buzzed for 40 days?
Some beers are like really filling, right? So I mean, if you have some, like, say for me, Fat Tug is really filling. Like,
yeah,
if I had that in place of a meal, could I go 40 days without eating?
I think, well, I mean, as he pointed out, the first few days are going to be rough, which is totally true, because essentially your body the sugar in your blood just crashes, right? Mm-hmm. So you get headaches, or it depends on how much refined sugar you consume, but you get headaches and you'd be a little, spaced out a bit.
Right.
But once you get past that part, when the body really sort of gets through the withdrawal and goes, okay, well, I'm gonna have to, what's all this crap you've got on your body? Oh, I'll eat that instead. You're probably okay, because I mean, this guy apparently he lost 15 pounds in the first week, and that's not
so my
great.
Question is, how much did he weigh to begin with?
Well, there's actually another article with a photograph of him in there, and he's definitely not. He's not a thin man, but he's not exceptionally heavy either. But still, if you lose, I mean, he's lost, according to what this other article is saying, he lost 15 pounds in the first week. And that's not really that healthy, because that means that your body really is going through some stuff. Because there's one of the things that is dangerous about losing weight, if you've had a lot of weight on you for a long period of time, is fat stores all kinds of things. It just doesn't store fat. It's also got chemicals and things like that. So I don't know. Let's pretend for a moment that you ate poison and you recovered. Some of that poison might get stored in your fat. Now that would be released into your system when the body gets around to emulsifying all those fat cells. So, but again, there's also a lot of other things going on too, that to lose that amount of weight, I don't know. I mean, he hasn't died, so I guess he's okay. But if I were to go to my GP and say, I'm going to lose 25 pounds this week by drinking nothing but beer, I would hope that they would hold me down, put me in a straitjacket, and check me in, because that's just, I don't know. It's like, I need to lose 25 pounds this week, and they'd be like, no, that's not really a healthy thing. You shouldn't do that. So maybe we can come up with a different way, or I want to lose it now because I need to drink beer. I mean, I'm trying to go through. I mean, I understand this guy's doing it for Lent. He works at a brewery. Did you read that part? he apparently works at, well, no, where'd the other article go? A brewery called 50 West Brewing Company. I don't know where these guys are, but apparently he is the director of sales of this organization. And they are located in Cincinnati, Ohio, apparently. And I don't know. I think that good on him for losing the weight. I mean, I'm not going to say anything bad about that, but actually, yeah, he's just on the outskirts of Cincinnati. So, but the problem is, Cincinnati. Anyway, you just shouldn't do it because there's all kinds of other things, hormonal and whatnot, that cause you to have some sort of issue. Now, Alan, have you fixed your microphone problem? Nope, you have not. Congratulations. Alan has messed up the stream. So you just got me now. The one with all the talent. The one with all of the beer now, because apparently we can't talk to Alan without drinking beer. So, but, sorry. By the way, this week Dave is ill. We saw him on the weekend. We did deliver him the beer that we were supposed to be talking about this week. He took it back to his home, and unfortunately, the cold that he claimed to be over has returned, and he is now quite ill. So that's okay. But next week we will be doing not the Super Galactic, but we will be doing the Galactic. No, wait a second. What is the name of the other one? Alan, start using post-it notes. I without you, man, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm having fun. Right. I'm out of here. But next week I will be doing the sister brother version of this particular beer, which is not the Galactic Space Dragon, which is not the Super Galactic, which we're having this week. I know it's going to be so confusing, but you know what? Dave will be here, and it won't really matter. Now, in other news for the world of beer, we're giving Dave notice as of right now that he will be going to Beer Fest in Victoria in September of this year because, as you all know, it is returning under the tutelage of another organization, and we will be there and hopefully... No, actually, I'm not going to say hopefully. Dave will be there. He has ditched us for the last 4 years. The guy he just can't seem to get his beer sorted out, so he can't be there. So we're gonna have to make sure that he this year, considering hopefully if it all goes to plan, Dave will be living in Victoria by that time. So of course it'll be easy for him to do it. So anyway, since Alan is having all like it amuses me because he is there trying to fix his microphone diligently. I don't know what's going on, but that's okay. I'll just put the camera on him for a minute, and he'll be able to say hi and wave to everybody. So since we're having issues, we'll just end it there. But overall, the final word on this particular beer this week is the Super Galactic Space Dragon Double IPA. Is really good. We've enjoyed it. It is. I think that it definitely is giving Fat Tug a run for its money. Fat Tug, of course, being one of the ones that we always hold highly to saying to breweries, please get to this level. But until that happens, this is going to have to be on our list of the closest that it got. See, I'm actually nursing it now because I don't want to give it up. I want to keep enjoying it. So, but overall, thank you all for watching. We've had a bunch of watches today. So to beg, request that those individuals watching tonight spread the word, make sure that people know about the show, do all the stuff that you'd normally do on these YouTubey things, and again, we thank you all for watching because we do this for fun, but we always like it when we share some of this fun with other people. So I hope you all come back next week to see if there's anything we can say that's either better, the same, or not for the Galactic Space Dragon from Odin Brewing, based out of Tequila something, down in Seattle, down in Washington State, and hopefully Dave will be here. So because I know that Dave's got a huge fan base. People like watching him. He's cute and everything. It's the hair. But Alan, as always, actually we can't. But let's clink. Let's clink glasses here. There we go. Cling. As always, Alan, take us out.